Yo, what is up, YouTube fam? It is I, Casey Nisselrote, and we are going to have a little conversation today about my 2014 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, but more specifically about where I bought it from, and that is Carvana. So let's get into it. First of all, if you have any doubts about Carvana, like I did, let's put those to bed right now, because I'm here to tell you that Carvana was awesome. And I, of course, am not paid for this or anything. This is really just my testimonial of my experience with Carvana, and everything went as good, if not better, than I expected. So let's start over at the beginning. The traditional route you go is you go to a car lot, a buy here, pay here place or something like that, or you get a loan through your bank, and it's this whole process, and you got to go in, and you got to sign documents, and you got to sit in front of them, and you got to haggle, and you got to do all this BS. I hate that. I don't know about you, but I hate haggling. I hate that whole deal. I mean, I do it, but I hate it. So the process is simple. Type in whatever you're looking for, find your vehicle. You see its mileage, condition, specs, what it has and doesn't have. That's great. You settle on one. There's a finance calculator down at the bottom. So I only wanted to put $500 down, and the total, so mine was 2014. It had 19,000 miles on it when I bought it, and this is just a few months ago. This is mid-2019 now. I only wanted to put 500 down, so you slide that calculator over to 500 down. It shows you your payments and everything spelled out right there. They show you really everything about the vehicle, all of its, the miles, condition. I say condition, but the condition isn't as important because they don't sell any vehicles that have been in a wreck or have blemished Carfax reports. They also include the Carfax report when you buy the thing. And not only that, there was no hidden BS. When it said my payments are $517 a month, which is a lot, but it was what I was comfortable paying. So when I slid that over and I got that amount that said $517 a month, I was like, all right, I can do that. Apply. I applied for financing, boom, boom, boom. My payment is exactly $517 a month. It's not, oh, plus this tax or this fee or this whatever. No. What it said was exactly the price. That includes tax tag and title and all that, like your total price. I actually got like $300 back because I transferred a tag from an existing vehicle to that one. So like a month or so later in the mail, I got a check for like $300 back. But other than that, the price is all included in there. So you've applied for your vehicle and your loan is approved, and they say, great, we're going to ship it on this date. What happened to me is during their inspection process, whatever that is, they found something that didn't meet their specifications. It turns out it was tires. So they said, all right, we're sorry, it'll be 2 weeks. The new delivery date is in 2 weeks. We're going to put brand new tires on it for you, no charge, and then you'll have it in 2 weeks. And I'm like, that sucks. I want my Jeep. The 2 weeks was like a blanket amount of time to cover anything that might happen. It was, they called me back 3 or 4 days later and said, your Jeep's ready. We now have a closer delivery date for you. So I said, oh, great, even better. And delivery, I got it delivered. I was working a lot at the time, and I didn't want to have to drive to Orlando and pick it up from the dispensary or whatever. So they delivered it to me for free. I say free, it's included in the price, because that's the kind of the one negative, is that everything is a little more. Like, I'd have saved a few $1,000s if I'd have went through Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or a car lot or something and haggled with them maybe and dealt with all that BS and got a loan through the bank. This was worth every penny. So Jeep pulls up on a flatbed. They roll it off, and I take it for a little test drive, make sure I'm cool with it. It says, okay, great. Jeep was great. Sign this paperwork. You now have 7 days and 400 miles to decide whether you actually want the thing or not. If you don't like it for any reason, you can either trade it in towards something equal or lesser value, or pay the difference on something more expensive, or they will just give you your money back. Like, so you have 7 days risk-free to give it a try. I obviously didn't do that because it's been a few months. I still have my Jeep and I love it. So then you're like, all right, 7 days isn't that much. What if something breaks like 2 weeks after? Well, they have a 100-day warranty that covers check engine light, anything that might happen between when you buy it and 100 days. I had a check engine light come on shortly after getting it. I ran the codes. It turns out it was an OBD2 bank 2 sensor, whatever. It's like an oxygen sensor or something in one of the catalytic converters, or maybe it was the cat. I don't know. But I don't care because they covered it. Like they said, I called them to make sure. They said take it to an authorized dealer or an ASE certified mechanic. So I took it straight to the dealership. I went to Dodge in Ocala, dropped it off. The guy was super skeptical when I'm like, hey, they said that this is going to be covered. I just show you this piece of paper and y'all are going to take care of it. And he was like, all right, well, we'll get back to you with an estimate and all that. But sure enough, when he called back a couple days later, he's like, yeah, you're good, man. They're covering everything, so we'll have it ready in a couple days or whatever. And this is totally a side note. There was something else that they found while they were doing that was covered under the Dodge's powertrain warranty. Jeep still had a little powertrain warranty. But the part that Carvana said they were going to cover, they covered it. No ifs, and, or buts. I came back up, picked my Jeep, signed some paperwork. I was done. Off to the races. I mean, what I'm trying to say here is that they were in constant contact, very transparent. They stood by what they said they were going to do. There was no hiccups caused by negligence or them just not doing something correctly. Like everything was done absolutely like it should be. So, like I say, it's been a few months and I still can't say enough good about Carvana. So if you were skeptical and you were on the fence, don't be. I mean, they were great. I don't know what there is to be skeptical about, except, you know, possibly if you're trying to save a few $1,000s. I mean, because that, you know, a few $1,000s is a few $1,000s. And if you're buying a car cash, of course, you might go through a different route. But there is a cash option for Carvana as well. So, anyway, any questions you have, as you can see, I'm pretty transparent about everything. So feel free to hit me up in the comments, and I'll get back to you, and I'll tell you everything I know and everything I can find out. So appreciate you watching. If you could like and or subscribe, even better. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me grow the channel, and that would be great too. So until next time, take care, guys.